Hello students, welcome to today's class. Today we start our class with a small experiment. This is a small experiment. For doing this experiment we need a glass, a CD and a coin. First this glass is covered with a CD. Then over this I keep a coin. Then I flick this CD. Now you can see the CD flies away, but the coin falls into the glass. What is the reason? So we will see the details about this. In that experiment, you have seen that when I flick the CD flies away, but the coin doesn't fly with the CD. That coin falls into the glass. What is the reason? That is due to a particular phenomenon which is called inertia. So what is inertia? So you can see many objects around you, like a desk, bench. So many things can be seen at your home. So you see a desk or a table or a chair near you and observe it carefully. That is in the state of rest. And that body has a tendency to remain in the state of rest unless an external force is applied. And you see a moving fan. So it has as long as the electricity passes through the fan, it has a tendency to continue the state of motion. When you switch off the supply of current, then only it will stop. Otherwise, that fan continues the state of motion. So every body has a tendency to remain in its own state, that is either rest or motion. This is called inertia. Inertia is the tendency of a body to continue in its own state. That body may be in the state of rest. You take the case of a chair, table, desk, many objects around you which are in the state of rest, that will remain in that state. And many moving bodies like the electrons moving around the nucleus or the planets moving around the sun. So they have a tendency to remain in the state of motion. So every body has a tendency to remain in its own state. That is called inertia. Newton made a law about inertia. So Newton's first law of motion, which is also known as law of inertia. The law of inertia or Newton's first law of motion states that a body continues to be in the state of rest or a body continues to be in the state of motion unless an external force is applied on it. Okay, so once again, a body which is in the state of rest like a table which is lying on the floor, that will remain in that state of rest. So there is a condition unless an external force is applied, or a moving body that continues the state of motion unless an external force is applied on it. So this is Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion or law of inertia states that a body continues to be in the state of rest or in the state of motion unless an external force is applied on it. So inertia depends on the mass of the body. So mass is the factor which determines the inertia of a body. Greater the mass of the body, greater is the inertia. Less is the mass of the body, less is the inertia. For example, if we take the case of a cricket ball and a table tennis ball. So you know, cricket ball has more mass than a table tennis ball. And if they are pushed, cricket ball and a table tennis ball are pushed with the same force, so then you can see that table tennis ball will move with more velocity and the cricket ball will move with a less velocity. Why? Because cricket ball has more mass than table tennis ball. So cricket ball has a more tendency to remain in the state of rest than the table tennis ball. That is why when cricket ball and table tennis ball are pushed with the same force, cricket ball moves with less velocity. Now next, a bicycle and a tractor are moving with the same speed. A bicycle and a tractor are moving with the same speed or same velocity, and you want to stop them. In which case it is easier to stop. It is easier to stop bicycle than the tractor, because bicycle has less mass and tractor has more mass. So since the bicycle has less mass, it has less inertia of motion, and tractor has more mass, so tractor has a more inertia of motion. Because the mass of tractor is much more than the bicycle, so tractor has more inertia of motion. That is why when they are moving with the same speed, it is easier to stop bicycle and very difficult to stop tractor. So inertia is of two types: inertia of rest and inertia of motion. So what is inertia of rest? Inertia of rest means it is the tendency of a body to remain in the state of rest, and inertia of motion means it is a tendency of a body to remain in the state of motion. So we see some of the examples of inertia of rest. Suppose that a bus is stopped and you are standing on a bus which is in the state of rest. Suppose that suddenly the driver enters into the bus and he starts the bus and takes the bus forward. Then you will have a backward jerk. You will have a backward jerk. The reason is that when the driver starts the bus, the lower part of your body comes to the state of motion, and the upper part of your body is still in the state of rest due to inertia of rest. That is why when a stationary bus is suddenly taken forward, you will have a backward jerk. This is the reason. So, suppose that you have to remove the dust from a carpet. Either you take a carpet and beat the carpet with a stick, or you beat the carpet on the hard surface, then the dust will come out. What is the reason? When you beat the carpet with a stick, the carpet comes to the state of motion, and the dust that is still in the state of rest due to inertia. So due to this inertia of rest, it has a tendency to remain in the state of rest. Due to that inertia of rest, the dust comes out from the carpet. You might have seen that on shaking the branches of a mango tree, the mangoes fall down. Why? On shaking the branches of a mango tree, the branches will come to the state of motion, and the mangoes still have inertia of rest. Due to this inertia of rest, the mangoes detaches from the tree and falls down. So the next one experiment you can try at your home. So you take a number of similar coins. You take a number of similar coins. Suppose that you take 10 5-rupee coins. 10 5-rupee coins. And place the coins one over the other. Then you hit on one of the coins which is coming in between. You hit with that scale. Then you can see that only that coin comes out, and the remaining coins will remain as it was. The reason is that one of the coin is struck with a scale. Only that coin comes to the state of motion, and the remaining coins, due to inertia of rest, they remain as they were kept. And the first experiment which we have done in the beginning, I have taken a glass, and the glass was covered with a CD, and over the CD, at the mouth of the glass, I kept a coin. And when I flick the CD, the CD flies away, and the coin goes inside the glass. Here also the reason is that CD comes to the state of motion, and coin, due to inertia of rest, it falls into the glass. Now we see inertia of motion. So inertia of motion means the tendency of a body to remain in the state of motion unless an external force is applied. Now we see some of the examples of inertia of motion. You all may be knowing to pedal bicycle. You pedal your bicycle for some distance, then and stop pedaling your bicycle. When you stop pedaling your bicycle, suddenly the bicycle won't stop. The bicycle will move some more distance in the direction of motion. What is the reason? Because of inertia of motion of the bicycle. So it moves some more distance forward. When a passenger jumps out from a moving bus, he has a chance to fall down. What is the reason? So he jumps from a moving bus. Then his body is in the state of inertia of motion. His body has a inertia of motion. And when all of a sudden he jumps out from the moving bus, his lower part of the body will come to the state of rest. And the upper part of his body still has inertia of motion. That is why when he jumps out from a moving bus, if he stops suddenly, he may fall down. To avoid that, when he jumps out from the moving bus, he has to run some more distance. He has to run some more distance in the direction of motion of the moving bus. Then he won't fall down. Suppose you are traveling in a bus and the bus is moving. All of a sudden, the driver applies the brake. Then you can have a forward jerk. You can have a forward jerk. So what is the reason? So when the driver applies the brake, the lower part of the body comes to the state of rest, but the upper part still has the inertia of motion. That is why when the driver applies the brake, you can have a forward jerk. An athlete often runs before a jump. Why? Because when if the athlete jumps without running, then he or she can cover only a less distance. But if the athlete runs before the jump, the athlete's whole body will come to the state of motion. Then due to that inertia of motion, the athlete can cover more distance. That is why an athlete runs before a jump. So today we have seen the topic inertia. So what is inertia? So inertia is the tendency of a body to remain in its own state. That is either rest or motion. Then inertia is of two types, that is inertia of rest and inertia of motion. And we have seen many examples of inertia of rest and inertia of motion. So inertia depends only on the mass of the body. So then we have seen Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion is also known as law of inertia. So it states that body continues to be in the state of rest or state of motion unless an external force is applied. So in next class we will discuss a new topic.